Hi, this is Alan, and I want to share a few more thoughts with you about why I believe that coaching matters. Back when in the early days of church-wide campaigns, we would, give our people a test drive to see if they enjoyed, leading a group. We usually would delay the requirements. We'd bring them back eventually, but we would delay the requirements. And the only real requirement we were looking for was that people actually had friends that they would come and invite to being part of the group. And we had a really great result. We actually got to a point where we had 125% of our average adult attendance connected into groups. Now, that's not funny pastor math. At the time, we had 800 adults in our congregation, and we had 103 groups. Now, after the series, we wanted to see how many of the groups were planning to continue. And so we sent out a survey and asked them what their intentions were. And what we discovered was that about 70% were going to continue, but about 30% decided that they weren't going to continue, which, with 103 groups, that was about 30 groups. I wasn't very happy with that number, and I wanted to see what happened because, I wanted to do it better next time. So we sent out a survey to the leaders that their groups weren't going to continue, and we asked them questions like this, do you love Jesus? Do you want to go to heaven? What's your problem? No, that's not the survey that we asked. We asked them what happened. Why weren't they going to continue? And this is the result that we got back. What we discovered was that out of the 30 groups that were no longer going to meet, only 2 of them had met for the full 6-week series. The other 28 had never started. And this led me to a very keen insight, which is this, that groups that don't start tend to not continue. Isn't that a gem? So what we discovered was it was mission critical. From when the leader said, yes, I want to lead a group, or the person said, yes, I want to gather my friends and do a study, until the group actually started, it was mission critical to have an experienced leader walking alongside with them, involved with them, encouraging them and answering their questions. It was very similar to what we talked about last time. Somebody would invite, some friends over for a barbecue to see who might be interested in doing a group. And then a couple of them say, oh, we're sorry, we're already in a group. We're not going to be able to do it. And a couple more said, oh, it's Tuesday night. We already have something going on Tuesday night. And then the other guy says, you know what, dude, I'm not really your friend. I was just here for these burgers. How's this guy going to feel, this guy in the blue with the stripes? He's going to feel like a loser, right? He's going to feel like this was a bad idea, that he never should have started doing this. And he needs somebody at that point that's going to pick up the phone and say, how's it going? And he's going to say, not very good. And then to assure them that, this is kind of a normal experience that happens. You invite some people and they don't all say yes, or they have conflicts or whatever else. But it's key to have that person there. So who's encouraging your leaders as they get started? An email blast isn't coaching. It's spamming. It can't be you. You have too many. In fact, if you have more than 8 people reporting to you, you need a coaching structure. And that could go across a wide spectrum of ministry, but especially in groups. Don't ever get in a situation where you have more than 8 people reporting directly to you. Coaching is a relationship. And what I discovered in the early days when I only had 30 leaders, I couldn't maintain a relationship with 30 leaders. So who's going to pick up the phone? Who's going to make the calls? Who's going to reach out and build those relationships with your new leader? It's important. This is why I believe coaching matters.